right. It says we're live, but I have no picture yet. Wait, here we are. There's a picture. It's not moving. Hold on. Yep.
All right.
There's a little bit of a delay, but we're good. Yeah, we are good. We are good. Good morning, friends. There's everybody popping in. How are we today? Lots of people saying hi this morning.
Hello, everybody.
Happy Friday, friends. How are we all today? It is Friday, isn't it? Yes, it's Friday.
It is.
Okay, and we have a Bethany Primrose. Good morning, friend.
Hey, Bethany.
How's everybody today? Everybody good? Good morning from your house. Well, good morning from the Hobbit hole.
Good morning.
We have a Brandy B and a Dalton is here. Colleen's here.
Hey, Colleen. Hey, Brandy B. Hey, Dalton.
How's everybody? You guys good? Everybody ready for the weekend? We don't know what we're going to do this weekend yet, but it's cloudy again. Woke up this morning and it was sunny, and now it's cloudy. Don't know what you're going to get. It's kind of crazy.
So today,
Steffner's here.
we have one person on YouTube who every day for the last 96 days has asked me to draw Martin Gore from Depeche Mode.
Do we know
And
who
I
that
thought,
person is? Do we have their name?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Right. I wasn't planning on ever drawing Martin Gore from Depeche Mode.
But here we are.
But this morning I was like, I have no idea what to draw, so here we are. So thank you to whoever it was.
Bishy Animation says, not even a minute in and already so good. You're so funny.
It is just a couple circles.
We have a Steph Nerd and a Nixia here this morning. Hi, friends.
Hello.
Lord Manor says, happy Friday from the United Kingdom.
Hello.
Allie, we are drinking the Harrods tea this morning. I have been a traditionalist. Jenny says, good morning. Good luck on the potty training. Saroj is here and says, good morning.
Good morning.
Amy says, hello, everyone. Just finished school, and now I get to watch the live.
You too.
Bethany says, it is indeed Friday, and I want to be excited about that, but the weekend doesn't look to be any less exhausting. Yes, you are having a very busy weekend. You are. Muhammad says, my favorite band.
Is it?
Apparently so.
Depeche Mode is good. I didn't appreciate them in the 80s as much as I should have.
You did not. Sunshine's going on a trip on Sunday. Amy says, oh, thank goodness there's a live this morning. I need some distraction. Insurance is so boring. Yes, it is. No offense. I have to deal with that this morning. We have an Ellen saying good morning.
Hey, Ellen.
I decided to start learning to animate, and it's not as hard as I thought.
Oh, it's totally not. It is the best thing you can do to become a good animator is to study acting.
Mm-hmm. Olivia says I should make myself some tea, but I don't want to get out of bed. Boy, do I feel that one. Yeah. I did not want to get out of bed either. Yeah.
Let's see, his hair's...
I had my typical 4 a.m. oh my God, I'm awake thing. And surprisingly, I put headphones on and an audiobook and I got to go back to sleep. So I did not have the insomnia this morning, which was good.
That is a good thing.
Yeah. Had to get my brain completely thinking about something else. Here, chew on this audiobook for a while. So, let's see. I'm working on a cosplay.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yep, they're doing a battle droid from Star Wars.
Roger.
Let's see. Scott has painted many sports players over the years. Good morning from the Netherlands. It's 4:15 p.m. here. Well, cheers. It's tea time. Hello from Malaysia. Hello. It is morning where we are. So Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. How's that? I should be learning biophysics, but this is 110% interesting and more fun. Sunshine Lixie says, I love your art, Scott. You literally taught me how to draw noses, even though I pretty much never draw them.
Oh, thank you. Noses are fun.
Let's see. Had a busy day today, so I'm happy to get to wind down with a live. That's Nayara. Forgotten Doggo's back. This may be a lot to ask, but could you describe the icon of the projector app you use?
Describe it? I mean, I could show it to you if that would help.
Maybe they need a description because they can't see it. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll describe it. How's that?
Okay.
Give me a second. Let me pull it up, and I will see if I can do that. Is it? Nope, it's not that one. It's just called projector, right?
Yeah.
Does it have a pencil?
Well, does
it look like that
it's
one?
A pencil.
Look, does it look like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the app is called Tracing Projector.
Yeah, it looks like that.
And
it's just
it's a
squatty
pencil.
little number 2 pencil with a blue background that's kind of like starburst behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Scott's using this from the App Store, okay? So this is an iPhone app, that one. They probably have it for
it's probably for the
other one,
Android
but
as well.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna find the photo reference on my phone. Okay, this is the photo reference I'm doing. Can you guys see it?
Oh my god. The hair.
Yeah.
Give me some hair, baby. That is some 80s hair.
Yeah.
Love
bleach blonde too.
I know. You know what? I always wanted to go bleach blonde, and I was terrified to do it because you literally have to bleach your head.
Yeah.
Well, that and my mother wouldn't let me do it. So there you go.
Mom! Pencil sharpener.
Let's see. Oh, Mark got into trouble. He did something bad. What did you do? Are we gouaching or watercoloring today? Amy would like to know.
Oh no, this is my pencil sketchbook. So this is my
is that the black cherry pencil or the
dark
purple?
Dark purple.
Okay. So we are using
just so you guys know, this is dark purple and this is black cherry. Can you guys see the difference?
Oh, yes.
So black cherry is a bit more brown and dark purple is a bit more red. And I tend to like this one just because I like that. It's the same color, I think, as your walls in your office.
Yeah, in my office. Yeah, storybook.
So, yeah.
That's the color storybook.
So I used to not really have a preference until you start doing some bigger pieces and you're like, I kind of like the black cherry or the dark purple. I like the name black cherry better. But
yeah, you should maybe throw me a black cherry pencil so I can play with it over here while we're doing a live. Let's see. Colleen says, just watched Professor of Rock's video on Depeche Mode a few days ago. Fate? You're funny.
Well, I was, whenever someone asks me to draw something and I decide to draw that person, I always have to look them up to make sure they're not a bad person.
Oh, gosh,
and, unfortunately, it didn't seem like Martin Gore was a bad person.
I do that with quotes, too.
Huh?
I do that with quotes, too. I learned it from you.
He did apparently... he and one of the other bandmates, I think, said that they were autistic, but I don't know if they were officially tested. I couldn't find anything on it, or if that was just something that they were saying.
Ryan says, good morning. Martin Gore, interesting choice. Most people would go with David Gahan.
All right, so tell me, because, again, someone requested Martin Gore. Who's David Gahan? Because they said that Martin Gore on the Wikipedia was the singer and the lead songwriter.
Let's see. So glad I caught another live.
I'm so glad you did too.
Uh-oh, my chat just jumped. I hate it when that happens. Tried to draw the Batman from the animated series today and it went freaking horrible. Immediately into the garbage. Oh, Mohammed, I'm sorry. You know what? You should just keep those. You'll see how much better you can get. Oh, Bethany, I hope you're seeing the chat. People are loving your new profile picture.
Just got a new profile picture.
Yes, and Bethany has another video out today, which I unfortunately have not had a chance to watch yet. So if you guys are wanting to see more videos from our lovely friend Bethany Primrose, actually, even if you're not wanting to see them, go see them anyway because she does a great job. Really, she does. She does a great job. She puts so much time and effort into her videos. She really wants them to be pretty close to perfect. She does a great job. Let's see. Oh, Frankie says, I've been awake for 2 hours longer than normal. My 5-year-old woke up way too early.
Oh.
Ooh, ouch. Hey, Scott, what pencil grade do you recommend for very light sketching?
H. 4H, 6H, something like that.
And if you want everything to smudge, go with a 10B. Holy moly.
Well, that's not what they asked for, is it?
No, but I'm offering a completely opposite alternative to that because I like B pencils because they're like butter. No, we're not doing a what's better today. Please never go bleach blonde. Yeah. No bleach blonde, huh? Nobody thinks that. Which is better is completely up to you which one you like better. Scott prefers The Hobbit. I have never read Lord of the Rings. But
I couldn't get through it.
If you want to talk movies, definitely Lord of the Rings because hello, Aragorn. Come on. Okay, I don't wear a lot of perfume. I wish I could help you with that one. Rupashri, I don't, because of my allergies, everything smells off to me. So I'm sorry. I don't really have a lot of, I do like the vanilla scent, but I don't, yeah. Really? Even Steph doesn't think I should go blonde. Really? Fine, you people. Maybe I'll try a blonde wig one of these days, just for giggles. Great photo reference. Have you ever drawn Flock of Seagulls?
Yes, they were the letter F on the 80s music alphabet.
Hey, nameless entities back and stopped using watercolors because they disobey them. I love watching other people use them for some reason. You're so funny.
Yeah, watercolors, you have to let them kind of be watercolors. You can't try to control watercolors.
Oh, sorry. I pronounced it wrong. Let's see. You guys are funny. Oh, Dave is the lead singer. There you go. Oh, the chat jumped again. Ack. I kind of want to draw now, but my sketchbook is on the bottom of my bag. Okay, Char, now you're just being lazy.
And my bag is at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, Nixie goes, I watched Bethany's video. Does that make me a better friend? LOL.
Yes. 100%.
You win. You get better friend award.
Pencil sharpener.
Friend award. Amy says, I love my crappy drawings because I can experiment with them without worrying about ruining them. It's already ugly. Might as well see what happens.
Yep.
I love that attitude. That is great.
So again, just please get in the habit of making drawings and not worrying about making art. Do a painting. Don't worry about doing art. That's like all of the stuff that you're seeing me do every day. The Inigo Montoya that I did, the Mr. T, the Doc from Back to the Future. I'm not making art. And when I say art, I'm talking like in the sense that like, this is art. I'm going to put this in a gallery. I'm going to frame it. No, I'm just making art to make art. So I
Yeah.
think 99% of the art that you make should be practice.
Okay, so I have a funny thing, little funny commentary. Sometimes when Scott's answering questions, he'll look over at me and like he's talking to somebody when he's talking.
Yeah.
And it's funny. So I was talking to Jamie the other day, and Jamie says, I can always tell when he looks over and he's talking to you. She says, because it sounds a little bit different on the microphone. And I'm like, really? She can tell now. It's just really cute. It was funny. Our friends know us. It's kind of funny. Oh, let's see. Neurodivergent tips for overwhelming smells. Sarah would like to know.
You can either bring a mask with you. Donna got me one of those Vicks nasal.
Inhaler
Can you toss it to me?
thingamajiggies. Yes, I can catch.
One of these things. You could put these, like, you just put it up to your nose and you could smell it if you like that kind of smell. I like it. I think it's kind of good. But nothing beats just getting yourself out of a situation. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the best thing you could do.
Lula's here. I'm going to be ordering some more Scottish blend tea. I'm running low. Leon says, good morning, Scott and Donna. Got my art accepted into an art exhibit.
Hey, that's amazing.
Congrats!
Congratulations.
That's fantastic. Flumen Steers. What kind of pencils are you talking about? Are you talking about colored pencils? Or are you talking about regular pencils? What are you talking about? Like graphite? What are you talking about? We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Time. Scott, what's your favorite band?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to pick just one. I mean, I like Def Leppard. I like the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I like Stereophonic and Keen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a band called Zero 7 I've been listening to a lot.
Oh, that's a new one. Yeah. Hey, Santa's here and says, happy Friday, everyone. Wishing you all the best. Great video today, Bethany.
See, Santa's a good friend.
Santa's a better friend than me. I have not watched it yet.
I didn't even know she had one out.
I knew she was working on them. So I knew she was working on them.
Yeah,
Santa did a lovely painting yesterday.
Robin Williams.
Of Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. And the likeness was spot on. So good job, Santa. I love watching you paint. Your painting was my lovely distraction during our shipping amalgamation of junk yesterday we were trying to get through. Yeah, I know. Nobody wants me to go blonde. Fine. Let's see. Have you ever drawn flock of seagulls as in the animal?
No. I've drawn a seagull before when we were at the beach, but not a whole flock.
Are you
of
sure
them.
that wasn't a sandpiper? You might have drawn a sandpiper, not a seagull.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a seagull.
Okay.
Because it was trying to eat our tacos.
Oh, that would be a seagull then. Yes. Yeah. Yes, that was definitely. Oh, tacos on the beach. Yes, that was a seagull. Let's see. Let's see. What's a good beginner art medium? I'm planning to do a few small sketches and I want to know what I should use.
Pencil and paper. Mm-hmm. That's the best art medium to practice and to learn. And I highly recommend it.
Let's see. I started sketching with a pencil in order to get rid of my perfectionism. I recommend it to other perfectionists. It helped me a lot.
That's great.
Well, hi, Name. How are you? I'm doing fine this morning. I have tea, so it's not a bad morning. Whenever I have tea, it's a good morning.
I gotta say, I definitely like his color of lipstick.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a nice color?
Yeah, that's a lovely color.
Here, I'll show you guys.
That's a lovely color. I need that color. That would look good on me.
That's a good color, huh?
Yeah. That's a really good color. I just love the hair. I just love the hair. And the eyeliner.
It's no John Taylor from Duran Duran, but it'll do.
Please tell me who is. I mean,
Yeah.
that guy had some serious hair. Like,
Everybody.
wow.
Everybody wanted to be John Taylor.
Yeah, he just had the best hair. Yeah. Scott basically said, "This is not art. I'm just making art, but I'm not making art."
Yes.
Art is art. I'm just making art for fun. I'm not making art. I'm making art.
Yes. It makes perfect sense.
Oh, God. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
You know what's funny? So we're living in an age where men are wearing more makeup and nail polish, and women are wearing less.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah. Unless you're over 50 and then you're slathering it on like there's no tomorrow.
But, you have people like Pamela Anderson and other actresses who are going
they're embracing
all natural.
Yeah, they are.
And
you know who looks...
men are being encouraged to experiment and do what feels good. And
yeah. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Please do, because
No, I'm not. It wasn't a bad thing. I wasn't going to say anything bad. I was just, yes. Men are being encouraged, and yes, that's fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. What I was going to say was, you know who looks really, really good?
Pencil sharpener.
Who let their hair go gray and who looks stunning with gray hair? Andie MacDowell.
Oh, yeah.
She looks stunning with gray hair.
She's been stunning her whole life.
Okay, some of us, need a little help, but she looks phenomenal with gray hair. Like, phenomenal. I mean, really, she's beautiful. Let's see. Do you have any Let's try this again. Do you have any recommendations for watercolor sets for beginners?
Yeah, there is one on my website from Winsor & Newton. It's a student brand for $25. Grabby has one. There was a really good set by Mia that I don't think they make anymore. That was really good because it was tubes.
They don't make it, honey. We've been looking.
Yeah. But check my site under products I've tested and under art supplies.
Yeah. You really liked that Hemi one, but they just decided they were, hey, we're going to send it to you and tell everybody to tell all your friends to use it.
It's really crazy when companies
available.
Send us stuff
that's not available.
Yeah. Didn't they pay us too?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
No. But you were like, we just put it up and there's no paint sets left. What's going on? Yeah. They really missed a opportunity on that one because you really like that paint set. Let's see. All right. Do you think you'll try out sculpting? Probably at some point, huh?
At some point. Santa and I were talking about going somewhere and taking a sculpting class or something.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, we hadn't made plans. We were just kind of
not without me and Mrs. Claus. Hello?
That literally was the thing. Santa's like, okay, let's get away from the girls and...
I bet. Man, you too.
Santa and I are starting the He-Man Women Haters Club. No girls allowed.
Rumph. Oh my God. Okay. The tea of the day is the Harrods Knightsbridge blend. That is my favorite tea. It is a Kenyan and Assam blend. That's my favorite tea. It is just a black tea. No, I do not put anything in it. I drink it super strong and black. No milk, no sugar, no nothing. Please, for the love of all that is holy, tell everyone what sketchbook you're using and what pencil you're using right now.
I am using the Strathmore, is it 800?
You are not asking me because I don't know.
Hold on, I think it says on the back. Strathmore 400 series, toned tan paper.
Okay.
This is, I believe it is 8.5 by 11. Let me see. It's a hardbound.
It could be 9 by 12.
Bethany, do we have this in the on the under art supplies? Yeah, 8.5 by 11. And the pencil that I'm using is a Prismacolor dark purple, and I'll be using a Prismacolor white.
Have you ever tried watercolor pencils or markers?
I have. I did a short on watercolor pencils and markers.
Do you have any tips for making friends and contacts while autistic? Hey, Danny's here.
Hey, Danny. Making friends. I've found that I think I'm a little better at making friends online than I am in person.
You send your non-autistic partner to make friends for you.
But yeah, I find that I do better if I'm able to think about what I'm gonna say and type it up than trying to talk spontaneously. So
Okay, so Danny has started to sculpt again. Working at Universal gives me many ideas.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Super. We have got to go down and visit them.
Yeah, we want to
really have to go down and visit you guys.
Come visit.
Yeah. Road trip. Yes, indeed it is on the website towards the bottom of the art supply page.
Great. Thank you.
There you go, guys. So the resources page.
This book is on our website under art supplies.
Yes, you will be able to
Pencil sharpener.
check there.
I forget how quick this goes. I'm like, it's only 9:30. I'm trying to slowly.
Good, then you can do something else too. Let's see. Where are we here? Oh, I just bought a dozen 12B pencils. Very much better.
Ooh.
Ah, that just sounds so heavenly. Jamie Lee Curtis for me for so many reasons. Colleen, right there. So there. She is like chef's kiss. I love her.
Helen Mirren for me.
Helen Mirren. Yeah, Helen Mirren is awesome. Yeah. You want to know who for you? Linda Carter, my friend.
Oh, God. Yeah, but she didn't go gray.
She did not go gray, but that woman looks freaking amazing.
I mean, she obviously went gray, but no one will ever see that, you know?
She's... I
Yeah.
don't
She
care.
does not look... She's got to be all of 70 easily.
She is. She's in her 70s. Yeah,
she
her early
doesn't.
70s. And she is stunning.
She looks like she's still in her 50s.
She's stunning. Stunning. But she's iconic. You know, she's this classic beauty. She's just... And her daughter, oh my God, her daughter is drop dead gorgeous. Just ridiculous. Beautiful. Like such good genes. I want to use markers over my something line art, but the ink that I got at my local art store bleeds, even though they said it wouldn't. Could you recommend a brand? A brand of what? Of markers that won't make it bleed, or a pen that won't bleed?
Yeah, I use the Zebra Brush pen, which is waterproof. I would definitely recommend that.
Oh, Splunge Me 2 Art says, I opened an art supply drawer to clean it out and found a bunch of Prismacolor pencils from the 80s. They still work just fine.
Yep.
Free art supplies.
They do.
Sort of like finding $20 in a coat pocket. I love that. That's
Are
great.
they barrel, just like mine? This one, see, they say barrel. That was from before the 90s, or up until like the mid 90s. Then they got bought out.
Who bought them out? Do we know?
Another company, I don't know. But see, now they don't say, they
Yeah.
just say Prismacolor.
Huh. Yeah, capitalism. Telling you. So it's okay to use electric sharpeners. I heard it's bad because it eats up the pencil fast.
It probably does, you know, but I just, for me, it's worth the amount of time. I don't like to stop my train of thought for very long. Like if I'm working on something and if I've got to sharpen it, I'd rather just do that than sit there, pull out the thing and go shh, shh, I feel like I lose my rhythm.
Nixia, hey, try this product that's impossible to get. Yeah, I know, right? It's just so silly.
We're sold out, but make
Yeah,
a video
here, try
about
it
this.
anyway. Yeah, and make a video, would you? Have you ever heard of the band Tally Hall?
I have it in that people have said draw Tally Hall a bunch of times.
Yeah.
By the way, look at my hand.
Oh, already.
I've been leaning in on this, so I'm gonna put this
Purple
down.
already. He used to come upstairs. This guy used to come upstairs, like, I don't know, I guess our whole married life. You've done this. And he'd come upstairs and he'd have this like red paint on his hands. And I'd be like, oh my God, babe, are you bleeding? And I would look at his hands and he'd start laughing. And he'd go, oh, no, that's just paint.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you got to warn me when you come upstairs that you're not bleeding.
Art isn't that dangerous. I'm not gonna.
Yes,
it's very
however,
rare that I will come downstairs bleeding from my art.
Yes, but why would I think that, dear?
I don't know.
Because I personally am a complete klutz. And so
Well, yeah.
How many times do you hear me scream and you have to bring me a Band-Aid and Neosporin? So I just automatically assume when it's red, there's blood because that's how I live my life. I cut myself on a whatever. I need a Band-Aid. Yeah. My boys, before they decided, they were going to grow up, they used to, they'd hear me go, ouch. And they would immediately come running with the Band-Aids and Neosporin.
They knew mom's in trouble again.
They would too. God bless them. Such a sweet piece. They would. It's really funny when your kids are bringing you Band-Aids, though. Let's see. Can you draw someone that has a full body? Well, all of these people have a full body. Do you want to see him draw the full body?
You mean like these 38 people that I literally just drew?
37. Well,
37
actually,
people.
35 and 2 mice.
Yeah, I've drawn full bodies a lot. I'm not against it. It's just when you're making content, I could either have these like little tiny heads on the video, or I could do larger portraits. And I just find that these are more recognizable when you're looking at it on your screen.
Okay, Nameless says that they did use waterproof inks.
Okay, but you're saying that
if
it's bleed, it's not waterproof.
Yeah, if it bled, then it's not. Yeah.
Okay. Pencil sharpener.
Wow. Chad says, my sister hears me trying to encourage her artistic kids and she'll be like, that's what I've been telling you. Yeah, kids don't listen to us. Yeah. They have to have like their really cool uncle or their, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Letter Lady Z has an idea. Everything you know about acrylic gouache.
I thought about that, but really it's not much different than regular gouache, other than it dries solid. I'm trying not to overdo it or make it too confusing for people.
Oh, Nixie says Anderson Cooper for me. Really? See, I'm more of a Tom Selleck, Pierce Brosnan kind of girl, honestly.
Well, you're 100 years older than Nixia, so you have a different...
You jerk. How dare you? Oh, my God. I'm going to smack you later.
I prefer my actors from before they had the talkies.
Oh, my God. I seriously swear you better run the other direction. Ay. It is not going to be a watercolor painting. This is a pencil sketch today.
Yeah, this is just a pencil sketch today.
Oh, Danny says, come down and I have tickets for you guys to the parks. We would have an awesome time. Just let us know when you want to come down. Yesterday? Tomorrow?
Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
We love you. Hug Jess for us, will ya? Let's see. Mars B says, really hoping to get your newest poster and the coloring poster too. I've always loved your posters and got one around Christmas. Thank you for making them.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I hope you can get them too.
If you run out of stuff to do, we can trade. I'll draw and you do insurance work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, you do not want him doing paperwork of any kind, shape, or form. Just
There'll be lots of doodles on your
trust me on
paperwork.
that. Yeah, the paperwork would not be done, but you'd have great doodles on there. If you go to the website, there are books there on learning anatomy. I just found out my markers make my line art all smudgy and weird. I don't know if I'm using the wrong ink or the wrong marker. I don't think markers dissolve ink.
It can. It also depends on the paper. If you have something like a Bristol paper that will absorb the markers a bit more, then you'll probably be okay. But maybe if you're on a very slick paper,
Oh, yeah.
it might that your ink lines might not be soaking in or soaking in.
Yeah. Do you know a brand of ink that doesn't bleed when covering it with alcohol markers? I'm using it for a dip pen, by the way.
Oh, you can try Higgins.
It's got to
But
say waterproof on the bottle.
yeah, again, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of this is trial and error. And,
Yeah.
like I would buy something, it would say it was waterproof, and then I would take it home and it wouldn't be. And you really, a lot of it is just trial and error. Pencil sharpener.
Yay, pencil sharpener. I've cut myself while carving a linoleum block for art class. That is Sarah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Bethany says, art isn't that dangerous, whereas art has assaulted or nearly killed me multiple times. I'm going to leave that one alone. You are like me, an accident waiting to happen. Jamie's here.
Hey,
Good
Jamie.
morning. Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Violence live on the stream next. Let's see. Oh boy. Do you have any advice on when people are being very disrespectful, not to you specifically, but groups of people like LGBTQ plus, for example?
My advice, and I don't know if this is the best advice depending on the situation, but my advice is always to ignore them. They're not your responsibility. Now, there's going to be some people who are going to say, no, you have to be responsible and you have to stand up for them. You have to go. I don't believe, and this is me as a father, I don't believe that you have to pick a fight. I don't think it's everybody's responsibility to pick a fight with people. It puts you in a dangerous situation, and life isn't like in the movies.
Mm-mm.
You don't go, hey, and you go and you beat everybody up, and then they go home crying. It's not like that. It escalates. And so,
Especially nowadays.
yeah. And so I would just say, if you're in a place where you can take yourself out of that, do that. If it's in a classroom, I would talk to the teacher, or ask to get moved to a different class. But because the teacher might not care, they might condone it. I don't know. But one thing you have to do, and again, I'm speaking as a parent, so this is what I told my boys. But you have to learn to block out. Everybody's talking about everything, and they're bringing that stuff from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to learn to focus on yourself. You have to focus on affecting the people around you that you can, help. Like it's so much easier for you to do good and support and lift up people than it is for you to go and try to change bad people or people who are doing bad things. And I think, like I said, I grew up with comic books and movies, and so I always felt like I had to be this defender of the, and I just wasn't built for that. I think there are some people who have been training and fighting their entire lives, and they're bodybuilders, and they, and they could, but even that kind of life, it's not like in the comic books where you have a John Wick or something like that who just can get, like nothing hurts them, and they get. I just don't think that happens, and so I just think the realist of part of this is to, that's not your fight. Your fight is if you have someone in the LGBTQ or someone who's autistic or a minority or a woman or anything that you can lift up and that you can befriend and that you can, that does so much more good than trying to pick a fight with people who are just being idiots. And again, I'm not even saying that that's the best advice. That's the best advice I have.
That's your dad advice.
That's my dad advice, is to be safe and to still do good. I hope that helps. Pencil sharpener.
Danny's like, come on down, play something. We need to get down there and see you guys. I have a marker pad like the Bee and Fang one you used, but my line work keeps smudging. Is that supposed to happen? By the way, it says it's waterproof.
I don't know. Just so you know, I wound up really falling in love with the Zebra brush pen after I've tried 30 other pens. So, it's not, I'm going to have the answer that's going to work. You might try the Zebra brush pen and it might not work on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, and I know it's expensive to go say, well, you're going to have to try every pen, but maybe what you can do is bring your sketchbook to the art store.
Oh, yeah.
And just
ask them.
Do like a line of each pen and see what happens, or like write the name and whatever, and then go home and add some water or whatever you were going to do. Obviously, not water, or add some markers over it. But usually, the art store will let you try. They'll have sample pens out that you can try.
Yeah, they do. Higgins and Speedball tend to be waterproof, but again, let them dry at least 24 hours before applying markers. It's got to say, I've been told this so many times. I follow a lot of fountain pen sites and things like that. Unless the ink specifically says on the bottle, waterproof, it is not waterproof. You cannot assume that any ink is just waterproof. You do not like glass dip pens, do you?
No. Pencil sharpener. I don't like them mainly because they're not flexible.
Yeah. Do mixed media paper make ink bleed when used with alcohol markers?
I don't know. I don't really use mixed media paper. For me,
God, you haven't used that in a long time.
if I'm going to use markers, I'm going to use marker paper. If I'm going to use watercolor, use watercolor paper. That's I've found. Well, that's what works best. And everything I do is a mixed medium. I'll always add a little bit of colored pencils or markers or something to my watercolors. And but the main medium is watercolors. Then I'm going to use watercolor paper because that's what's best.
And your friend Gay says, after almost 100 days of begging, it has happened.
Hey, you made it. I did this for you.
There you go. Yeah, Emu, I agree with everybody else on here that you need to go to the head of the school. You need to go to the principal. You need to go to somebody else and get that taken care of. You can't deal with that by yourself.
Yeah.
You can't deal with that stuff by yourself. And I don't understand why people can't just leave other people alone to be themselves, but there we are. Yeah. I agree with you, Mohammed. It says it's bothers them. People are getting bullied and harassed for the stupidest reasons.
Yeah.
People just can't leave other people alone.
Well,
And
it's
it's not,
almost 100% of the time is because they are not getting what they need at home.
you're not wrong. I get
And
it.
I'm not using that as an excuse, but it's, people aren't born bad. They're taught to be bad.
They are, yeah. That is a learned thing.
Yeah.
It is 100% a learned thing. Yeah. And until people start learning to love everybody, you don't have to understand everybody. You just have to love them and let them live their life. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? And you also don't get to tell them what to do. So, yeah, I'm sorry you're going through that.
I think it's wonderful that you have the empathy to
Yeah.
see that and to want to help.
Yeah.
But like I said, life isn't a movie, and you're not going to go through like a Rocky musical montage of training and whatnot, and then go. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like that. And there are people who literally say, "I want to do that. I want to be the defender of innocence, and I want to go into," and that's fine, but. That almost always ends in lawsuits and jail time, and violence
See,
is just not the answer.
but here's the thing. They have told their administrators and they say that, oh, they're just being boys. And the girl is one of their best friends and they're trying to stop them from harassing her
Yeah.
and bothering her, and it's not working. And the school just says, oh, they're just being boys. You need to go to a counselor at
Yeah.
the school. You need to go. And if that doesn't help, you need to go to the district of your
Yeah.
school and you need to tell them. And if that doesn't work, then you need to go to the police,
Yeah.
because that's not okay.
Yeah.
They do not get to.
You don't get
That's
a pass
hate.
for
That
being
is
a boy.
No, that's a hate crime. You absolutely do not
Boys
get a pass
will be
for being a
boys
boy.
is
No,
not
that's
is no longer acceptable.
nope. No. And I will tell you, my boys will tell you. All their life growing up, I told them, you will be respectful of other people. You will be respectful of teachers. And if you are not respectful, I don't care how big you are, how tall you are, or how whatever you are, you will deal with me. And that was the end of that. And they both look at me and they're both at least a foot to a foot and a half taller than me now. And they're like, we don't mess with mom. We don't mess with women. They know what they need to do, and they know that they need to be responsible humans. But that starts at home, and unfortunately a lot of people don't teach their kids that, which is very sad. Okay, Harshith, you're gonna have to try the ink.
Go to the art store.
No, it's a different kind of ink. That you're gonna have to try the inks on the paper and see, because some paper says it's high GSM paper and you'll get bleeding and ghosting and things like that. You have to try the ink on the paper. And all inks work differently. Some inks are very juicy. Some inks are a little drier. It totally depends on the ink. I'm learning all of this as I'm getting farther into working with fountain pens. Let's see. Do you have a favorite Depeche Mode song?
I'm sure I do. It'll be on my playlist. Hold on, let me see here. It would be.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Enjoy the Silence. Which one is Precious? There was one that was. I'm going to look at my. Can I sort by. They don't let you sort by band or anything like that?
I don't know.
Oh, well. we'll just say it's Enjoy the Silence for now. But if I think of another one.
Have you ever messed up with line art, like making an accidental stroke, and how did you deal with it?
Oh, there's a video on that.
How to fix it?
Yeah. Just look under videos, under Scott's videos, and you'll see how to fix an inking mistake.
Nameless says, I used to throw my art away until Scott showed his corner of bad art, and now I have a corner of bad art, and my mom thinks all of my art is bad now. Oh, you're so funny. Why are you using the tissue?
Oh, look at my hand. You see, the pencil was smudging with my hand, and I don't want to smudge it. I also don't want any more on my hand.
Bye, Danny. Get some
Bye,
sleep.
Danny. We'll see you soon, we hope.
Annalie Illustrates says, as a trans femme, it makes me happy that people are standing up for my fellow trans sisters.
Yeah.
Well, we have to. We have to. Solidarity.
But I think going to the teachers, if the teachers aren't going to help, go to the principal. The principal isn't going to help. Like, go up that chain.
Yep.
But, you know, what I was trying to explain was just don't try to pick a fight.
Don't make it physical.
Don't make it, yeah. It's just, it never works out.
It never works out in your favor.
Yeah.
And you'll be looked at as instigating. I think at this point, and this person asks, do you live in a region where trans people are not generally supported? I think this entire country right now is not supportive of trans people. Unfortunately, not supportive of women, not supportive of trans people, not supportive of the LGBTQ community, and
or people of color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honest to goodness, it's nauseating. It's nauseating, and those of us who can, we need to come alongside. We need to link arms together, and we need to take care of each other. That's what we need to do. Yeah. That's what we need to do, because nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. So, yeah. I have a test page in all my fountain pen friendly notebooks, and every ink behaves differently in each one based on the nibs and the pens. Frankie, I could not have said that better myself. You are so correct. And I have the same thing. I have multiple notebooks, and I try my inks in them, and first of all, it's a lot of fun. And second of all, you don't know how the ink is going to do. And you could put the same ink in a pen that has a medium nib and the same ink in a pen that has a 1.1 millimeter stub nib. And this is just my humble opinion, but it looks so much prettier in the wider nib. Oh, it's just beautiful. The juicy ink when the paper, and anyway, I digress.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys this photo again. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the white and I'm doing this part. But you see how this part is in shadow?
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this part more with the tan. Oh. So I'm going to add more white. I'm just going to do like little wisps. But I'm going to keep more of the white on this side because that's the side that's getting the light. And then I'm just going to leave this part just kind of more tan. Pencil sharpener.
Sarah says, I love hearing this supportive parental energy. This is the true vibe. We always felt like we have a responsibility to raise good men, and we always told them, I don't care who you bring home.
Well, let's just read some more comments, honey.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Test pages in the fountain pens. Binder clips are the artist's best friend. You're funny.
Yeah.
What's your favorite video game?
Every time someone asks me that, the first game that comes to mind is the game Joust, which was an arcade game I really liked. I love the new Zelda games. I grew up at the beginning of video games, so I have a whole bunch of games that I just grew up loving. On the Atari 2600, it was
Honey,
Yar's Revenge.
They're never going to know all these. Just whatever's current, dear. Do you have any advice for someone who is struggling to want to make art?
Don't try to make art. Just sketch. Just keep a journal. Just doodle. Just have fun. But you don't need to make art. We were talking about that a little earlier. And, really it's just, this isn't art. This is just a doodle. It's just a sketch for fun. Fill up your sketchbook with stuff. Just sketch. None of these are going into a gallery. I'm not cutting them out and framing them. They're just in a sketchbook. Yeah. I think a lot of people forget to just enjoy art. Fill up a sketchbook. Pencil sharpener.
Ink Ivy says, a kid told my daughter yesterday that women belong in the bedroom and kitchen in 8th grade. Yeah. She shut that down fast.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her.
But again, I don't think kids say that because they genuinely believe it. Kids say that because they heard a comedian say that, or they heard their parents say that, and then they're parroting that to get a response. Pencil sharpener.
And I will say that it's offensive. As a woman, it's offensive.
Well, thank you for saying something that had nothing to do with what I just said.
So the fact that whether they're parroting or not, they need to learn. And she taught them.
Yes.
So,
but again,
good for her.
Back to my point is kids are just saying stuff that they hear. They're parroting that.
I understand, but it doesn't let them off the hook.
I didn't say it did. You implied that on your own. But you're taking away from the point of what I was saying because you want to reinforce your own point. And I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. Right.
Then I will ask you this question. How do you change that? If they're parroting what they hear at home or they're parroting...
You cannot be in every kid's home.
And yet, she shut them down.
That has nothing to do with
what I'm saying. Is if they receive no resistance to a stupid comment like that... I didn't say not to receive resistance.
Again, you're so hyper-focused on your own... Because it is a... The reason why I'm saying it is because I think we need to focus on why these kids are saying this stupid stuff. Kids genuinely don't walk around in 8th grade thinking where a woman's place is. They don't even know what a woman is. They're hearing that from stuff, which is why we have to go to the source and focus on...
But you're not going to change the source. That's the problem. You're not going to change... No,
I think you can.
You're not.
I think by having conversations...
With the parents?
No. By having conversations like we are right now. Well, me and someone who's not hyper-focused on their own story would be helpful in bringing up... That same kid could be watching this thing right now. Do you see what I'm saying? And by... Let's say, who's that guy, the toxic masculinity guy that got shot down by Greta Thunberg?
Honey, there's been so many.
Andrew Tate, I think.
Oh,
okay,
fine.
The pizza guy. So they're getting it from that, right? But they could also be a fan of, say, my channel. And by hearing, if they hear that kid's stupid and he deserves what he wants, they're not going to follow the channel anymore. What they need to hear is why that's wrong. They need to see strong women. They need to... Do you see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. When you're brought up in a
toxic, misogynistic, racist environment, and you see from the people that you're told are bad people nothing but anger and violence, and what
I understand
then it just reinforces that.
I understand that. And
do you?
I do understand that. Do you? I'm also coming from 54 years as being a woman.
Yeah.
And having been harassed for years, having been spoken down to for years, having been mansplained for years. So when I see that her 8th grade daughter is shutting that stuff down, I'm like, good.
Good. No one said there was anything wrong with your response. The problem is that when I wanted to talk about something tangential, you couldn't get off of your response. It had to tie into your response. It had nothing to do with what she did to the person. We both agreed. Great job. Now, let's talk about this. No, we're going to bring it back to that.
Because you didn't say good job. That should have been your first.
I didn't say good.
That should have been your first response.
Okay,
your first response should have been good job.
We'll rewind the tape and see if I concurred.
Let's educate.
No.
Let's shut that down.
Let's see if I concurred. Then we'll educate.
Because that's what you should do.
Good thing it was recorded.
Okay, well, we will do that. Mushroom Goddess. Uncomfortable conversations are what we learn the most from. They need to be had.
Yeah.
It's true. Let's see. You guys sound like my husband of 37 years and I having a spirited discussion. My adult kids joke, are you guys getting divorced? That's funny. That is funny. Let's see. Let's see. Mom and Dad are fighting. You guys are funny.
Oh, this wasn't fighting at all.
Oh, Anne-Marie's here. Hi,
Anne-Marie. Hey, Anne-Marie.
Let's see.
I forgot to add a little.
Yeah, see, Emu says, this person says, unfortunately, I've been harassed at school. I'm a freshman for being bi, and I found out just ignoring them works best. There you go. But
you take away the oxygen from their argument by just not being a part of it.
Right. But this other person's friend is actually being physically harmed. No. And that's a problem.
That's, of course, it's a problem.
Yeah.
And again, I'm just saying, that in those situations, get help, get support from authority. Because this is not something, and boys will be boys should not be ever the response that you hear when you get that. And if so, take it higher and keep taking it higher. Yeah. Record the conversations when you go, if you can. Because they're going to deny it once they're confronted. They will. So if you go into the principals, have your phone recording if you can, but you gotta. Let the people who are in authority get a first crack at it, I guess.
How long does it usually take for you to finish a sketch?
Pencil sharpener. Well, these are always done on live, and they're usually 90 minutes.
Let's see.
I still broke.
Let's see. You guys. Anne-Marie, do y'all think I could rock that hairstyle? Not a serious question, but my hair legitimately has been bothering me enough to consider it. You're so funny. Can you buy separate Prismacolor pencils?
Yes. I get them from Blick, but most art stores have them in a rack where you can just buy them separately.
A rack like that one over there?
Yeah.
Stormbringer says, I appreciate that you both are very passionate and real, and it shows you can have conflict with those you love, and it's not a deal breaker thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think the thing is that we both are very adamant about how we feel. We just come at it from different perspectives.
Well, the thing is that Donna and I can have arguments. That doesn't mean we don't love each other. A disagreement... Even Donna and I are different in that Donna could do something heinous and I would still love her. Donna, on the other hand,
you do something heinous, you're dead to me.
Yeah. And so, to me, if I say I love you, it's for life. Donna unless you do this, unless you do that, unless you do this kind of thing. So that's one of the things that we're working out with her.
Excuse you?
Yes.
Cookie Lighted Soul is back and says hiya.
Hello.
Do you have any good ideas about what to draw? I have the dreaded art block.
Oh, there is a short about that. Just look up, or maybe one of the mods could post it.
Nameless wants to know if you can show any oil paintings you've made, if any at all.
Never. I mean, I did in high school, but I don't have that anymore.
Let's see. Have you ever tried pro markers?
I don't know if I've heard of those.
Yeah, I haven't either. Let's see.
Pencil sharpener.
Let's see. I'm on my way back from the art store, and I think Scott should give oil pastels another shot. Oh, brother. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I'll see if Christian Blackbean will give me a lesson, because I gave him a lesson on gouache.
Angela says, that was actually a great example of marriage, you guys. People act like it's all pretty and light, but sometimes you need to get through hard conversations. Conflict is not a horrible thing.
No.
You know what? I don't think so much it's conflict as though everybody has their own opinion.
And experiences.
Exactly. And I'm coming at all of these experiences in life from the viewpoint of a woman. And Scott comes at them from a man. And so it's a different perspective on life. And sometimes you have to explain yourself because they don't understand. Like him with autism. I never knew until when he did that video that he heard everything the same. I didn't know what his actual experience was. And nobody understands your experience unless they're walking a mile in your shoes. So it helps to talk. Talking's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
Do you think Prismacolor is a good start for a person that has no experience using colored pencils?
I would get the cheapest colored pencils you can. Art Beak has decent colored pencils that are relatively cheap. Don't get the Crayola ones. Those are not that great. But genuinely, I just want to say this. Colored pencils are expensive and very limiting when it comes to making art. If you can go straight to watercolors, I would do that. Markers are even, in a lot of ways, a better option if you just want to learn to just do some colors. But I mean, I made colored pencils my career. I was like a professional colored pencil illustrator. So I'm not saying it as someone who's like, yeah, I tried them and I didn't like them. I'm talking about someone who, that was my career, was Prismacolors, and I'm looking back going, gosh, it was so expensive. It was so time consuming. I wish I would have gotten into painting. But that said, I still love them. They're fun. But I'm just saying, don't like spend a lot of money getting into them. Buy a cheap set like from Artbeak and play around with them. See if you like them. Definitely get some markers so you could blend them. That definitely helps. Pencil sharpener.
I wanted to know if the fine liner, the black liner for the drawings will smudge if I go over it with watercolors.
They will if they're not waterproof.
Let's see. Music Mime says, you're a great artist. One of my favorites here on YouTube.
Oh,
you're
thank
amazing
you.
and Donna is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're happy you're here. Favorite gouache that you would recommend?
I like Winsor & Newton. Though the Hemi gouache, if you're a starter, is a really good deal, and it works really well.
You guys are funny. I'm glad that you're all able to have the tense conversations and be fine. I got worried for a sec, but then I remembered y'all have been together for a while. Guys, if we gave up every time we disagreed or had a fight or something else.
Okay, now, I want to take you back to 1988.
You're not. You're done. What's your favorite Depeche Mode song? You're not. You're done. We have grown together.
Donna broke up
Favorite
with me
Depeche
3 times
Mode
a week.
song. Because you were such a little twerp. But you were cute. Favorite Depeche Mode song?
I enjoy the silence.
We can be silent. You want to do that?
Honey, I haven't had silence in 33 years.
Well, I didn't say I was going to do it, but any advice for a 14-year-old who wants to become an illustrator?
Draw everything every day. Get good at drawing everything. Because that's what illustration's going to require. You're going to have to draw cars and buildings and people and places and things.
Have you ever tried multicolored pencils? Like there are multiple colors in one stick. I find them fun to sketch with, but if you're a control freak, it can get annoying.
Yeah, not for me. I wouldn't have any... I wouldn't get any joy from it.
You'd lose your
Pencil
mind.
sharpener.
I have so many of those, like rainbow pencils, and I love those. Favorite store for art supplies?
Plaza Art for my local art store and Blick for my online art store.
How would you draw cartoon characters because they have very shady skin tones and that's not what you do?
I've done cartoon characters several times. I've done Aang. I've done from Avatar. I've done My Hero Academia. So you'll see me do them, but essentially it depends on the medium I'm using. Like I drew Aang in 6 different mediums, I think it was, or 9 different mediums.
No, 6 different mediums.
Pencil sharpener. And each one looked different. I think the markers came out the best.
Okay, this person says, one time my art teacher at school just grabbed my art and started coloring over it. It was an eggplant, and without even looking at the thing, he just painted blue colors on it. How should I react?
I would let them. I know it sounds horrible, but
Really?
You're in their art class, and you are not in that art class to make a piece of art that you fall in love with, blah, 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 blah. You're there to learn. And I think it's rude that they did it, and I would never do that. I would ask someone, is it okay if I draw on your thing? Like when we were in Venice, and I was, someone would come up to me, I would say, do you want me to draw on your piece or on another page? Sometimes they would say, just draw on another page, or you just draw on mine. But you give them that option. So I think what they did was rude, but it's their art class, and you have to look at the art that you do in art class is to learn, not to hang up in a gallery or something like that. Anything you do in high school or college is still just to learn. You're not gonna there are maybe 1 or 2 pieces that I did in high school and college that I still have and I look at, but I would never show it to people and go, look at my art. That's something I did when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. So just take it in stride. It's just a painting of an eggplant. You'll be okay. But it was rude. It was 100% rude, but you don't need to respond in any way.
Let's see. Where are we here? Have you ever drawn any comics? If you have, which ones?
Oh, Spider-Man, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek. I did a series called The Dreamland Chronicles, which is a webcomic. You can go to dreamlandchronicles.com. I've written a bunch, and I've done covers for a lot.
How do you draw faces so accurately?
I will almost always trace them to get the accuracy right. Other times, it's just not accurate. It's just you just kind of hope for the best. But really, I always use photo reference. I'm not drawing out of my head. The only time you saw me drawing out of my head was when I was doing October.
Your videos made me realize I might be autistic, so I got evaluated, and it turns out I am. Let's just say everything makes a lot more sense.
Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy you were able to get tested.
Do you think if I practice to draw everything every day, I can get better at sketching?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You will see it. Just draw what you see. Just get get comfortable looking at something and sketching.
Sea Turtle says, I don't draw every day, but my friend says I'm not an artist because I'm not committed. What do you think? Thanks. Love your channel.
Get better friends. You just don't. Friends shouldn't tell friends you're not an artist. And I know also, I know also friends can just say whatever they want to because you're just joking around, you're having fun. Yeah. And so I don't know if they're saying it just to tease you. And if if it hurt you enough to ask me that, then you should let them know that hurt me. That's what I'm saying. And if they're your friend, they won't do it anymore. But the thing is that if you want to know if you're an artist, ask an artist. Don't ask your friend. Don't take advice from people don't take criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
Are you going to fill in where the clip was on the bottom of the page? Because it's driving people crazy.
Okay, here you go.
Let's see. Once upon a time, my mom told me you're bad. Your art is bad art. And now she's the one who buys me most of my art supplies.
Still, your mom should not be telling you anything you do is bad, but...
Jeez.
All right, I think...
Marie says, I miss art. I haven't had a chance to invest some time into it recently. You've been busy, huh? Well, it's 10:27. So are you good?
I'm done. Yeah. Martin Gore, ladies and gentlemen, from Depeche Mode.
I like the hair. I'm obsessed with the hair. Yeah. Can you use gouache on a canvas?
Yes, you can. I don't know how nice it will be. I don't particularly like canvases. They're bumpy. I like smooth, surfaces for my gouache, but that's me. I swear, I think I'm going to come back with some gouache over that. Jeez Louise. It's still bothering me.
Yeah, because that's what you do. You go back over your old paintings and you do that. All right. Are we done?
We're done. I think it came out okay.
It's Friday, so we will see you guys on Monday.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm going to be signing more of those posters. We still have some left if you haven't picked yours up. And we will see you on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday, everybody. Thanks for being here, fights and all. And we will see you on Monday.